Welcome back. Now, it's International Mother Language Day today. UNESCO says the day is meant to encourage and promote multilingual education based on the mother tongue or first language. Here in South Africa, author and comedian Simphiwe Shembe has penned a book of Zulu proverbs. He's been using it as a reference while doing motivational talks at various schools. He joins me now live in studio for more on this particular book, and you'll see the team will show you. We do have it on the screen for you so that you can make reference to it if you would like to buy it. Simphiwe, thank you so much for your time. Sawubona unjani?
You like people, I don't know, but I use it just for that positive vibe.
Yeah.
Because like recently a lot of people were asking me, Simphiwe, how come you've always had this hairstyle?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, people don't like change. Remember what happened to umngani wami uRingo?
What happened?
When he closed the
Oh.
But things started being messy after that.
Yeah, so you don't want to change because you don't want things to go messy for you.
Because now people can't even take a gap here.
Yeah. Oh, wow, guys. All right.
Like, so now our ambassador has closed the gap on us.
So let's start with this particular verse. I was telling you, Guti, most of this was actually quite deep for me as I read through it. And because you're a comedian, I thought that I'd find a lot of funny quotes, but I found a lot of very, self-introspection type of quotes. For instance, on page 30, you say, "Iphupho lakho alikute nawe, ukuthi uphakeme awulele."
Yes, so you can, obviously everyone is able to dream while they're sleeping, but you can dream like having a vision. But what I meant there specifically, I meant sometimes just being up your high horse can cost you, can procrastinate your dream. So it was, your dream might be closer to you, but you are just not humble enough sometimes as a person, you know. So it was more or less around those lines. But look, each page can be interpreted into more than one way. Yeah. It's for both the intellect and those who are, have low IQs. Because they can also interpret it and still be correct.
Yes, yeah.
So
it's about, perspective, I guess.
Yes.
And, sometimes it also depends on what you're going through in your life.
I take it, personally, this book is more like a Bible of progress. Like if you want to, before religion, before leaving your house and being told who you are, because the society can tell you who you are if you don't know yourself. So this book is merely to connect a person with themselves before the society tells them who they are.
The second one is on page 6, and you say, "Ayikho into embi ngokuba nombono. Indaba yonakala uma usukholelwa ukuthi umbono wakho uyiqiniso."
Yeah, because your opinion is your opinion.
Yeah? Are you saying don't believe your own lies?
Now, don't assume that it's correct, because most of arguments come from that. People, they will say an opinion and then later believe that it was actually the truth. Yeah. So yeah, it's just an opinion, But
I guess equally, even the person that you are arguing with should also remember that it's your opinion.
Exactly. So this book is for everyone who's amongst a lot of people, but who are there on their own. So it's for schools. It's for correctional services, it's for orphanages, because those people are in groups, but they're actually alone, So being alone, even though you are in a crowd, can be very lonely.
Yeah.
So hence this book can be a friend, can be a mother that you never had, can be a father that you never had. Because look, the honest truth is, most of us, most black people did not grow up with both their parents. Either the mother was not there or the father was not there. Hence, we now don't know what to say to our kids, because after all has been done, the kids will remain with the words that the parents said, not there's nothing wrong with buying expensive gifts. That's fine also. But this book will help you to say words. Because remember, words do travel further than the light.
Yeah.
Because even if when it's dark, the words will carry on.
Yes, they reflect on you. Let me just ask you something. You know, you wrote this book, Lizwi, which is your second name, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, I just want you to tell me about this day. Oh, yeah, she's also got shoes on that say Lizwi. I just want you to speak to me about today being International Mother Tongue Day or First Language Day and how important it is to preserve indigenous languages. You know, there's some parents who have huge explanations on why they teach their children only English. How important is it to teach your child your language, whether it be Afrikaans or isiZulu?
I believe that which language do you receive your dreams in or your visions? Like when you sleep and dream.
Setswana.
Exactly. I think after that, you've just explained a lot of things. Look, it's very important because to kill any nation, you have to take away their identity. You have to take away their way of communication. In that way, it's a slow process. It's a very slow process, but it's happening. Because in the next 100 years, none of us will be alive. But the language will still be alive. So what do you want to preserve? Because, I mean, I can't preserve myself for that long. So the least I can do is to... And by the way, this is the first book of codes.
Yeah, in isiZulu.
In isiZulu. And we've... There's a Sotho version of this book already.
Okay.
I'm working on the Swahili version. And because like all...
African.
Yes, they will have this book and the cartoon version that comes with it.
All right.
Which is already done and finished. So it's very important to preserve our languages in that manner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Simphiwe, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. I wanted to ask you a question about your great-grandfather and what he might think with the...
he was an author as well because he wrote about 220 hymns of Nazareth Baptist Church. So the book is available at Takealot.
From Friday.
From Friday.
All right.
And online.
All right. Thank you so much, Simphiwe. I wish I had more time with him, but I promise I'll try and give you more time just one-on-one with us, because if you didn't know, Simphiwe Shembe, he's the author and comedian of this book. He's the author of this book. For those of you who didn't know, his great-grandfather is the man who started the Shembe Church, and that's where I was going with my question. Well, that brings to an end